Hello students. Today we study civics first lesson post World War political developments. Let us revise. In the civics textbooks till now we have studied the local self-government institution, India constitution and our political system or governmental structure. In this class we are going to study India's relation with the world. You must have understood world geography through the study of geography. You must have become familiar with the global historical events through the study of history. Now through the study of political science, we are going to study India's relation with the world and same major global issue. In 8th standard, we study about parliament, Gram Panchayat, India's constitution, political system, government structure, their function also. Yes? Before studying India's relation with the world, we have to know, it is necessary to know to understand the world geography. We are going to study India's relation with the world and same major global issue through the study of political science. We are dependent on different persons, institution and organization. In the society for different reason and for different facilities, our social life is interdependent and mutual cooperation has a very important place in it. Just as it is true about individuals and society, it applies to different nations as well. There are many independent nations in the world like India. Some exchange and interaction goes on between them constantly. These independent states also enter into treaties with each other. A system of all these independent sovereign states come up. We call it international system. Let us get to know some features of this international system. Every person is depend on another person. I will give you an example. You are a student and you are depend on your teacher. Just like that, our social life is also interdependent with each other. Just as individual and society, nations are also interdependent. Some exchange and interaction goes on between them constantly. You know that in our India, some businessmen import or export their product to another country. That means there is an exchange and interaction between them. Some nations are also interdependent with each other, and for that there is an agreement between them. Sovereign means Swayambhurna means the decision can taken from a people. Our India is a sovereign. Our government is from people. You know that our government is from people. People selected the members, and the majority members form government party. Means our India is sovereign. Okay. Now interdependence. All the countries of the world are dependent on each other. For one reason or the other, however big, prosperous and developed a nation may be, it can never be self-sufficient about all its needs. Even big nations have to depend upon other big and small nations. Thus, interdependence is an important feature the international system, that is today's global system. All the countries are depend on each other. Though the country is rich or big, that country also depend on other nations. Okay. If it is a very big or prosperous and rich country, but it cannot self-sufficient about all its needs. Now, international relation through the foreign policy. Every nation has policies about its internal dealings as also about its relation with other nations. Such a policy is called foreign policy. We are going to study India's foreign policy in detail in the next chapter. In next chapter, we study the India's foreign policy. Every nation has some issue of its. Take an example, in our country there is a agricultural problem, poverty problem, etc. problem. The nation try to solve out that. as also the nation have to a policy to look the relation with the other nation. Such policy is called foreign policy. Now we see background. The world in which we live today has been shaped through many events and developments. Hence, we need to go back to history. In order to understand today's world, we know that 2 world wars were fought in the last century. These were the most important events in the world in that century. The world completely changed because of them. New currents of thought emerged. Let us understand what else happened due to this world war. To know today's world, nations, growth, shape, development, we have to know the history. History happened before. We know the 2 world wars was fought in the last century. These were very important events in the world. In that century, the world completely changed due to this. First World War. Listen carefully. First World War. The First World War was fought between 1914 and 1918. It is a main point. The First World War was fought between 1914 and 1918. Major countries of Europe took part in it. Europe is a main point. Look here. Europe had a very central place in the international or global system at that time. The war caused a tremendous loss of life and property. The countries which joined the war suffered tremendous economic losses. Even the countries which did not join the war were impacted by the war. The economies of the victories as well as the losing countries collapsed. The First World War was fought between 1914 and 1918. Europe had a very central place in the international or global system at that time. Okay, the countries which joined the war suffered a tremendous, means lots of economic, life, property losses. Due to this war, both victorious and losing countries, the economics collapsed. And due to this, at the end, First World War, all nations felt that, wait a minute. Due to this, what happened? There is many loss of life, loss of property, and loss of economics. And due to this, at the end, some nations thought that it will be not happen again. We see in next paragraph. First, look here, countries involved in the First World War. Allied powers: Britain, France, Russia, Italy, America. It is allied powers. And central powers, which are they? Germany, Austria, Hungary, Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. At the end of the First World War, all the nations felt that such a war should not happen again. Okay, I will tell you. At the end, the First World War, some nations thought that it is not happen again. Why? Because it took many tremendous loss of economic, life, and property loss. That's why they decided that it will not happen again. Some measures need to be taken to achieve that end. An international organization called the League of Nations was established out of this thinking. International organization called the League of Nations. It is the main point. It is a main point was which organization? League of Nations was established out of this thinking. It became an important platform to solve international disputes and carry out negotiation. The main responsibility of League of Nations was understood to be avoid war. What is the main responsibility? To be avoid a war. After the First World War, major changes came out in Europe and outside Europe. There is changes after the First World War. For example, earlier empires, Europe collapsed and new nations came. Many European countries had their colonies in the continents of Africa and Asia. Movements for independence started in this colony. These movements changed the hegemony of means वर्चस्व of European nations. League of Nations was established after the First World War to establish peace. League of Nations was established. What established they? The first word after the First World War was to establish peace. They established peace. Who? League of Nations. But it did not succeed of preventing war. Autocratic regimes came up in Germany, Italy, Spain, and other countries. All these developments culminated in the Second World War.